This year we decided that taking place and taking part of the Armit Italian tasting would be the perfect opportunity for us to launch our new wine, Turpino 2010.
The style of the wine, it's quite appealing. We've got Syrah, Cabernet Franc and Merlot, and it's kind of a fusion between our Greve and Chianti vineyards and our vineyards that we have down in Maremma. It's the power and the opulence, the richness of our grapes from down in Maremma with the finesse, the silky smooth tannins from Greves. It's about tasting a wine that has a sense of place. So when you're tasting our Mongrana, which is our lovely fruity wine from Maremma, you really taste the beautiful fruit that comes from Maremma. And then you make your way through the range and you'll go to our Chianti Classico and our 2010, which is 100% Sangiovese. You really get to see the purity of the Sangiovese fruit.
If you look at the Querciabella Chianti Classico label, what do you see on there? You see chefs. And I think that is probably the #1 indicator, not only of the Italian culture, because the association is lifestyle, good food, and good company, but it's also about the wine. And the wine is not something that lives in isolation. It's part of a good meal, and it's part of a social context. And I think it's also for those of us that have been born outside of Italy but have bought into the beauty of the Italian culture, that is an experience that we can take home with us, even if we're not necessarily in Italy. And that's the beauty of wines like Querciabella.
When people taste it, they must know that our Palafreno is a Merlot. It tastes like a Merlot from Greve and Chianti. It's not like a Merlot from Pomerol or from anywhere else in the world. And it's that typicity, it's the way the grapes grow. So the grapes come in and we point that in the right direction and people seem to enjoy it. So yeah, and we're doing it biodynamically. We're respecting nature, and that's really important for us. It's about getting life in the vineyards, life in the soils, and if we can produce a world-class wine and still respect nature, that's quite an important thing for us.